Do you know what an Avon lady is?
Yeah.
Okay, so for people who don't know what an Avon lady is, it's a lady who sells Avon's a makeup brand.
Yeah, you get the little catalog, you look through it.
Kind of like Mary Kay, if you know what that is, but like they go around like selling people makeup.
Are there still Avon ladies? Like I remember them when I was a kid.
I'm not sure, but I got a joke about one.
Okie dokie.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Why did the Avon lady walk funny?
Why?
Because her lipstick.
We're just going to breeze on past. We're just going to breeze.
I saw that one on TikTok last night.
I actually have heard that one. Yeah, okay. But I didn't, when you said it, it didn't
click.
It did not
Oh my God,
click.
there's these two girls who drive around in a golf cart and are like, yes, they're so funny.
They are hilarious.
And it came on my FYP and I was crying. I was laughing so hard by myself, but you know.
I mean, those are the best ones.
They are.
Those are the best jokes. Hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your host, Meg.
And I'm Raina, ready to brew up some lunatic soup.
Let's go. We got a new one today.
Yes, it's a guava lemonade. It's shillings.
I don't think that's new. I think they've had it. I just don't think we've had it.
Well, that's what I mean, new for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
because they have some new lemonades this year that are fabulous, but I just don't think we've had this one.
I'm like trying, but so it's apple wine, apple wine and juice concentrate with pear, apple, lemon, pineapple, guava.
Not mad.
I'm not mad about that either. And there's a cute little koala on the front.
A koala who is ready to chill.
A koala. That's what when Australians say it, because it sounds like they pronounce their A's with ERs. Like
koala.
Koala. A pander.
A pander.
That's why everyone in Australia thought my name was actually Rainer, not Raina.
Really?
Because I would say Raina, so they think I'm saying it with an ER.
Oh.
Does that make sense? And so people would literally write my name out like Reyner. And I was like, God damn it, my name is not Rainer. Rainer. But like, because how Tex would say it. Yeah, anyways.
I don't think I've noticed him saying Rainer.
Well,
he doesn't say it like that now.
No. And he's Americanized.
Yeah. When he goes back, do people like think he has an accent now?
Yeah, he definitely has. They make fun of him whenever his friends like listen to him or like if they're here or But
that's funny.
I mean, I picked up a little bit of an accent when we lived there too. You do. You can't help it. But
you just got my foot. It just went on my foot.
Do you need a towel?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just lick it off. All right.
Why does that make me uncomfortable?
I was watching 90 Day Fiance. Gino and what's her name?
And she played the whole foot in the mouth.
The whole foot.
He's yuck. Ooh, he's so weird. So many things I have to talk to you about that. All right.
Hairy foot.
Yeah. Okay.
Not mad at all.
That's delightful.
Oh, I like that
That's
a lot.
refreshing as fuck.
I was a little worried it was going to be way too sweet. It's not. I like it.
6.9.
Heck yeah.
Guava lemonade.
We'll take it.
Delicious.
Okay, so today
I'm excited about this one.
We're going to be talking about the Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah.
So you've been there.
I've been there. It was a long, long time ago on a land very far away. No, I was like 13. I think probably even younger than that. Could have been 12. But I've been there one time.
So like 25 years ago.
Fucking why you got to point that out?
I had to. You know I do.
I'm like a spring chicken over here. Maybe that was only, I think in my head, that's like 13 years ago.
You're older than me.
Shut up, Megan.
Am I wrong?
No.
There you
Why
go.
you got to point it out all the time?
Always will.
Offensive.
Always.
All right.
So this location is known as one of the most haunted locations in America. The Winchester Mansion is located at 525 South Winchester Boulevard in San Jose, California. I've never been.
I have been a ton. Because my grandma used to live there. My mom grew up in that area. So like, I mean,
like San Francisco adjacent.
Yeah, it's like just south of San Francisco.
Okay.
It's like very close. So, I mean, airports are like 30 minutes apart. Like it's super close. So when you fly into the San Francisco area, you can fly into so many airports that are literally like 45 minutes from each other.
Well, there's San Francisco and Sacramento, right?
Yep. And then there's Oakland. And then there's also San Jose.
See, I've never been to Northern California.
Yeah.
I've flown into Los Angeles and that's it.
Yeah, where I grew up because my grandma lived there and my mom grew up there. So like we went there literally all the time. And then when like, I don't know, we had kids, we would always fly from Australia into San Francisco and go stay with my grandma, to break up the jet lag with the kids. So I'd fly in, stay there. Anyways, but I love that part of California.
I want to go.
Absolutely love it. It's so beautiful.
That's where we should take a trip.
We should.
Northern California. I would go
My grandma still lived. We could go to my grandma's house, but she died. R.I.P. Sorry, grandmommy. It's true.
It is. I don't know how to respond.
Well, it happens.
It does.
Grandparents die.
It does. Yes, they sure do.
But yeah.
And parents.
As
we both know.
As we do.
Okay.
People die. They're dead. R.I.P.
Oh, man. No source. Okay.
People are going to be like, what's wrong with these
so many
girls?
Things.
I mean,
so
that's
many things.
So many.
The house's construction began in 1884, and it's a Victorian Gothic-style mansion that has become a mystery and allegedly haunted because of its story, the architectural weirdness, and how big it is.
Mm-hmm.
So Susan Pardee, like party, but P-A-R-D-E-E, Pardee.
Oh, that's such a fun name.
It is a fun name.
That'd be legit. You'd have to really.
You don't change it at that point.
No, and you'd really have to live up to that
the
name.
The Pardee family.
Yeah, it means you like to party.
Heck yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Edmonds, can we change our last name?
I give you permission.
Thank you.
So she was born in 1839 in New Haven, Connecticut. She was said to be an incredibly smart woman. She studied at Yale in an all-women's class, which wasn't very common at the time.
Well, what year was it?
1839.
Yeah. I would say that's like
the 1850s. She would have been college age.
Jeez.
Yeah. She had a private French tutor, took music lessons. She and her family fought for a lot of causes: abolition, the suffrage movement, animal rights. Which I thought the animal rights thing was kind of
I didn't realize that was
that long ago.
Yeah, but that's amazing. That's good to know. They still cared about the dogs and cats.
Yep. It's noted that Sarah kept to herself while her siblings were very socialites and went out and they partied.
She was an introvert.
She was not the party. The partier party.
Good for her.
Yeah. I wouldn't be the partier party.
I would.
I'd be at home with my snacks.
I would be although in my older age, I do prefer to be at home with snacks now.
Home with snacks. Have you seen those, the Stanley type cup, right? Like the big water jar.
Yeah, like a Stanley. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a Stanley.
Yeah, but
you know what
one of those water, 40-ounce water.
The big water
with
jug.
a handle.
Yeah. Have you seen the little snack things, like the silicone snack things that go on top? I want one. I want a snack thing that goes on top. I can get my beverage. I can have my snacks.
Can we just pause for a minute?
We're going to. Yes. Do you have them? Do you have 14?
I have a billion of them.
So when we do our Lunatic Soup Presents, why are we not using this?
I don't know. So they were selling the tops at Target the other day, and the girls were like, "Can we get them for our Stanleys?" I was like, "You guys, we have 6 of those actual things that Walmart had them 2 years ago for $3, and I got them every single color."
We have to step up our
Do
Lunatic
I need to go
Soup
get
Presents
it now? No,
game.
I mean, we're not.
Well, we don't have snacks.
Yeah, we're not.
But we've been doing some of our watch parties, and we have a bunch coming up in the fall.
Yes.
So game changer. Although our last watch party that we recorded in the past, it's going to go way into the future.
Yeah.
But we had these little charcuterie boards, not charcuterie boards. It was these little charcuterie packages you got.
Yeah, but it was, it's a mini. You could set it out on a board and it'd be gorgeous, but it was heaven.
Those mini cheap wheels.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dreams? The whole thing. We ate the whole thing. It was glorious.
Yes.
It was so good.
So good.
So good. I'll message her and see about getting us some more if we do it again because,
those were perfect.
Yeah, those were delightful. The perfect snack, if you will.
Perfect.
No, but Mr. Boo Boo, when I first got it, he would I remember one time my mom took the kids and it was just where things were very stressful a couple years ago. My mom, for the first time, took my kids overnight for a very long time. And he brought me one of those. He poured basically a whole bottle of red wine into it.
Because they don't hold a whole bottle of wine.
And then filled it with hot Cheetos and cream cheese, which is my favorite snack. You dip them.
Yes.
I take an edible and that's the best thing ever. Yeah.
All right. We got to step up our game.
It's classy. I have a ton of them.
I had no idea.
I know.
Gatekeeping.
No, well, I didn't really even think about it. Didn't know it was a cool thing.
I want that.
I'll give you one.
I saw somebody on the TikTok with Chick-fil-A and they put nuggets in one and French fries and a brownie. And then they had their Dr. Pepper, which I'm not a Dr. Pepper person, but
it's very convenient for any kind of snacking and drinking and movie watching. And it's very convenient.
Yes. All right. Well, it's going to be a thing now. Mm-hmm. On September 30th, 1862, Sarah married her childhood neighbor and friend, William Wirt Winchester.
Winchester.
His middle name is Wirt.
Oh.
W-I-R-T.
Wirt. Ooh, that's not a great name.
I mean, it's from one of my favorite little Halloween shows that we watch every October, Over the Garden Wall. His name's Wirt.
No idea. Never even heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird.
Oh, I believe it.
So weird. Like there's frogs singing.
Why do I not doubt that at
Oh my
all?
gosh. I first learned about this show years ago, and in our family, October 1st is like a big deal. It's like a holiday. Like the teachers at school know I will not work October 1st because why? Well, it's October 1st.
Yeah, duh.
It's
spooky season.
It's spooky season.
Yeah.
So usually the kids will come home from school. I'll have a pumpkin-shaped pizza waiting. And we start watching Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Or we watch Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Yep.
And then start watching Over the Garden Wall.
I love it.
It's a whole holiday.
I don't know that I do exactly that, but I always do Halloween pajamas. That's like October 1st. Sometimes I do it September 1st. It just depends on the year. Usually October 1st, though, is Halloween jammies immediately.
I like it. And then you wear them all year round. Did I already get out my skeleton onesie? Just
to make sure.
Just to make sure.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. I love it.
Yes. I wanted to wear it today, but it is so freaking humid today.
I know. It's actually like overcast, but it is humidity.
It's really humid. We don't get humidity here. So.
No.
But tangent.
Whoopsie daisy. Swear we're going.
So William was 25 and Sarah was 23. William was the son of Oliver Winchester. And he started a clothing manufacturer in New York City and New Haven. Do you know who Oliver Winchester is?
Gun?
Yes.
Oh.
So Oliver discovered a small business, like part of a business, and it was the Smith & Wesson firearms.
Oh.
Smith & Wesson was failing financially at the time, so because they had come out with a new patent and firearm and it wasn't doing really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't selling. So Oliver... I wrote Olive for all of these because my daughter's name is Olive. So as I was typing, I just went Olive.
I mean, as long as you know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying. So he bought out that kind of department of Smith & Wesson, like that division of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that part was known as the Volcanic Repeating Arms Company. And he became the primary stockholder of the company and changed the name to the New Haven Arms Company. The company still wasn't doing great because of that specific product. So Oliver found an engineer named Benjamin Tyler Henry. Bunch of fancy gun stuff that I don't understand. It was like going into how this gun worked, what all this stuff. I have no idea.
That's over
no
my head.
idea. He did something and people liked it
Well,
and created a new product that was called the Henry rifle, which was produced for 6 years, and they made about 12,000 of these rifles. They were selling really, really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So that was super successful, and they renamed the company the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. They took the Henry rifle, tweaked a few things, and that created the first Winchester rifle, which you've heard of a Winchester rifle. And they nicknamed this the Yellow Boy. So this became so popular. This wasn't really Civil War. Like they didn't use this specific type of weapon within the Civil War. But it was used. It was very popular amongst like just homeowners.
Okay,
and
like
it was a different time, you know.
I mean,
well,
is it? I don't know.
Meh.
Yeah,
but
yeah, a gun that you're having at home that might not be used in war.
Right.
That makes sense.
It was super popular, and it was considered the gun that won the West.
Oh,
So-
how the West was won with a
Yes.
gun?
Have you seen Blazing Saddles?
Yes, but not for a long time.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't quote it. I've seen it like twice.
I could quote it, and I probably shouldn't be
I'm
able to.
Pretty sure Mr. Boo Boo is like quoting it with you right now mentally or something. Jeez Louise.
Mr. Boo Boo, as you're listening, the bean scene. Most hilarious scene in cinematography ever.
I'll watch that one with you. I haven't seen that in a long time though. Not like since I was a kid.
I remember watching it with my dad, and we always watched it when it would come on TV. So it was edited, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got our first Blu-ray player.
Oh, big deal. Big deal.
Yeah, Doug and I were married. I got him a Blu-ray player for Christmas. Huge deal. So
Yeah.
we got him a Blu-ray of that movie.
Yeah.
We turned it on. I'm kind of behind the couch cleaning up stuff, and it starts playing, and I kind of look up because I did not know they spoke like that. And
It was the clean cut TV version versus
not clean cut. Like Blazing Saddles is a lot of words, a lot of specific words.
Very
you
bad
do
words.
Not say.
Nope. That's hilarious. I could see that. Oh.
So Oliver eventually passed away, and the Winchester Repeating Arms passed on its ownership to his son, William Winchester.
Mhm.
So he didn't pass away for a little while, but like towards the end, William kind of, started taking over. Because this was during the American Civil War when they got married, like towards the end.
Mhm.
There wasn't a lot of building going on because resources were being used to go towards the war.
Oh, yeah.
So William and Sarah lived with his parents in New Haven for a while until they were able to build
That was
a
also,
home.
I feel like, very common. I feel like there's a lot of stories we go through that back in those days, like it was very common
You
to be
gotta get
living
on
with
your
your
feet.
parents. I mean, it still happens
I
nowadays,
did it.
especially right now.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, it happens a
Well,
lot.
right now, like, are our kids ever going to move out? Probably not.
Yeah, at this point. God.
They can't afford it. I'm like,
Oh.
at this point, do I even bother selling the house that I own when we move up in
No.
the world?
Nope.
Or do I just hold
Save
on
it.
to it so my children at least have a roof over their
Yeah,
head?
and then you can leave some of them there and then take some of them with you. You know?
Yeah.
Seems about right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not crazy for thinking that.
Yeah.
After the war ended in 1866, William and Sarah began construction of their new home. And on June 15th, 1866, Sarah gave birth to the couple's first and only child, a baby girl named Annie Pardee Winchester. That's a cute name.
That is very cute.
So they were, of course, overjoyed.
Mhm.
However, Annie suffered from marasmus and died within a month of being born. So
No.
I looked that up, and it's like malnutrition. So would I imagine, because they were a pretty well-off family, so failure to thrive is
Yeah.
what it sounded
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, very, very, very sad. So, of course, William and Sarah were both devastated. They withdrew. They wouldn't kind of come out. William had to get back to work, but Sarah, like, nobody saw her for like a year.
Yeah, she sent her into a
Yeah.
depression.
I mean, obviously.
Oh, yeah. It would anybody.
Anybody. After she started coming out of it, she kind of threw herself into the construction of her Connecticut home, and she wanted to learn everything about architecture, about building. Then she started studying real estate investments and like financial strategies from her husband and father-in-law. It just, all of that fascinated her.
Good.
She was a really smart
Yeah,
woman.
I mean, she went to Yale. So
She went
that
to
says a lot.
Yale, and I'm grateful that she was able to have to seek out her interests.
Yeah.
To an
Yeah.
extent,
Oh,
because
for
in that
sure.
time,
It wasn't common.
No, I
Yeah.
couldn't do that. Especially, I mean, yeah, she was in a higher class, so maybe it did afford her those rights. But also in a higher class area, you're expected to be a wife and a mother and all of that stuff. So after 2 years of construction, they completed their home, and it ended up totaling about 20,000 square feet and over 20 rooms.
Jesus.
I mean, obviously,
If you can.
I don't want to clean that.
No, but do you think they cleaned it?
No.
Yeah, you have cleaners. If I have a
cleaners.
house that big, I'm having a cleaner. Like I wouldn't want a house unless I could afford someone who's like literally cleaning the house.
Cleaning the house. Otherwise, you'd be cleaning it all the
No.
time.
Yeah.
All the time.
No, it's too
I
much.
mean, I have an 1,800 square foot house, and I'm cleaning it all the time.
Same. And I still have cleaners that come in every 2 weeks.
In June of 1869, Sarah's father died. And then 11 years later, between 1880 and 1881, Sarah lost 3 more family members. Her mother passed away. Her father, Oliver, passed away, which moved everything completely over to William. But then in 1881, William Winchester died of tuberculosis.
No.
So she literally lost her entire family.
So-
She did have her sisters,
Yeah.
but she lost her child, parents, and husband.
That's a lot.
Obviously, she was completely beside herself with grief. She left her Connecticut home and moved to the coast for a little while, and then she did a complete tour of Europe.
Good for her.
Yeah, she just needed to kind of reset her life. She inherited her husband's family fortune, obviously, and the Winchester Repeating Arms Company.
Oh, wow.
She had shares and earned stocks and dividends totaling about $7,900 annually, which is about $215,000 annually, like in today's money. But they also had a bunch of other things.
I was going to say, that's really not that much.
That's not that much, but they had a bunch of other things.
Okay.
And then eventually her mother-in-law did pass away. And so she got all of it.
So then she got everything.
She
yeah.
literally got everything. Because once her mother-in-law passed away, I think it was like she got 2,000 more shares, and each share was worth $400 at that time.
Jesus.
So she was...
Also, when I say $215,000 is not a lot,
In today's money, like...
it's not, but
It
also,
is, but it's not.
But I forgot, she's a single woman.
yeah.
She is by herself.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I didn't have 3 appendages that I have to pay for everything for, and it was just me,
Parasites is what I like to call them.
Crotch goblins.
Oh, there's that one too. No.
Making Megan comfortable is my favorite thing ever.
Sarah developed rheumatoid arthritis, and so she really wasn't doing well. Plus, the grief was adding to her depression. So a doctor recommended that she move to a warmer and sunnier climate. Just it would help with the arthritis, and it would help with her overall mood. So she began researching. This is something that I saw over and over and over again with Sarah, was that she researched the shit out of things. She seemed like she was a lifelong learner. And when she had an interest, she was going to learn all about it.
Thirst for knowledge.
Yes. So she started researching California. Looked great. Everything seemed fine. And she liked the idea of the warm climate. And at the time, California was cheaper than Connecticut.
Wow.
I mean, you're in the West. The West was kind of being developed. And,
Connecticut, though, still is very, like, I guess it depends on what part you're in.
Super expensive. Like when you go around the cities and stuff, super.
I mean, very beautiful.
All of New England.
All
of New England is incredibly expensive. I mean, yes, we're in Washington and it's expensive here. I don't know. New England gives us a run for their money.
Oh, I believe it.
Like, it's crazy.
But nowadays, San Francisco was like one of the most expensive places to live in the U.S. Or the most.
Yeah.
It might be. But that's like downtown San Francisco. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
I think New England, because I kind of keep tabs on it, their taxes are way more than here.
Yeah. I just know my grandma's house when we sold it, but she lived in like where Facebook is. Like she lived in like Silicon Valley.
Oh, wow.
Like she was like, near Stanford University. And I mean, they built in like the 50s and, did it all then. But like what it was worth when they sold it was pretty,
substantial, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was wild.
I would love to see where she lives.
Oh, my God. I'll show you pictures.
Yeah, so please do.
It's one of those things I would love to take you to because the house was built in the 50s and they never changed it. Like they did minor upgrades, but when you walked in there, it's just like walking. It's like a blast from the past, but in like the most like upscale, beautifully done way. And like all the family photos. And then they had a wine cellar. They had a tennis court. They had a pool. Like it was just like it was, we'd go there and the kids would run around butt naked on the tennis court, running through the sprinkler. Yeah. And I mean, that's what we did as kids. It was just like, and then us sisters would go sit down in the wine cellar and get drunk.
I mean,
on nice wine. It was a terrible time.
Terrible. Yeah. Sounds awful.
It was horrible. Hated it.
2 years later, Sarah's sister died of cancer. And she couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, we're moving. And then her other sisters decided to move with her to California as well.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
So she paid for her sisters Isabel and Estelle and their children to move with her. And then her other sister, Nettie, and her husband came shortly after.
Okay.
Just so much trauma.
Yeah.
So much
trauma.
trauma.
That's losing a lot of people.
In a short period of time.
Yeah. But I think I hate to say it, but in that time period, like with TB and everything, that happened a lot, didn't it? Where people died younger and in succession.
Yeah. I mean, it still happens today. I just lost 5 family members in 2 years.
It's it just happens sometimes.
Happens. I think the age of a family. And then obviously in this case, they were a lot younger. Like William wasn't that old.
Right.
And
a baby. And geez Louise.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. When she arrived, one of the agents of the Winchester Repeating Arms Company showed her some properties in the Santa Clara Valley. So Sarah found Llanada Villa and purchased. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but Llanada Villa, I believe it's how it's said. So they purchased this property for $12,570 in 1866 or 1886. Excuse me. That is a lot of money. If $7,900 was $215,000.
So that's like a million. Yeah.
Okay. Which you got to remember, even back then, like it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Because I don't think $1 million equals $1 million today. Really, does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I don't think it. Because of inflation and stuff. Yeah. No, for like it's just like how we say like my house, what it's valued at. I'm like that's not what this house should be valued at. Like it's way too high.
Oh, yeah.
Like what my house is. Yeah. For like, yeah.
But we want to live here. We want to get out of Seattle.
Yep.
The property was a 45-acre ranch in the Santa Clara Valley, and it was an 8-room farmhouse, and she named it Llanada Villa I don't know.
Go with a Villa.
Because it reminded her of her favorite place in Spain. I'm going with Spanish.
You do it.
Villa.
I trust your...
I'm going to say Villa.
Okay.
Llanada Villa. The city renamed the street it was located on to Winchester Boulevard when she moved in.
That was nice of them.
It was. She initially wanted to renovate and expand the house to accommodate her sisters and their families. However, they would never move in. This was due for many reasons. One, because of the location was more remote outside of San Francisco, and it wasn't really a convenient spot. And two, because the construction on the house never stopped. Within the first 6 months of construction, they went from 8 rooms to 26 rooms. She would attend architectural events and get inspired and come back and explain what she wanted and have it done. It was not just the house, but the grounds had statues everywhere. The gardens were ornate. She would take inspiration from all over the world and just do it.
Put it up there.
Initially, Sarah had 2 architects, but they weren't up to par. They weren't what she wanted.
Oh, no.
She was comparing West Coast architects at the time to East Coast architects.
Very different.
Very different. She hated it, fired him.
You're fired.
She became the everything. She ran the construction project herself, became her own architect.
Wow.
She would do all the drawings and designs, but didn't know how to implement her ideas. So she decided what she was going to do was work room by room, which she did. And if she wasn't happy with the outcome of that specific room, she would tear it down and keep doing it until she got it right.
Yeah.
This did not really help the continuity of the house.
No.
Because she just did what she wanted to for that room, moved on to a different room, did what she wanted to for that room.
It reminds me very much of like someone like who is a hoarder. Like it's like, you know, a mental illness, which is like, it's how her way of coping, her depression, her whatever. Yeah. And this is her way of
it's almost like she got a little manic
about
it.
Yeah, exactly. Like OCD, manic. Yeah. And she just,
Because there was no overall plan for the construction, the house became kind of rambling maze of rooms.
Yeah.
Floors, staircases, kind of all over and put wherever she felt like it.
Stairs to nothing.
Some areas of the home were as many as 5 stories high, with a 7-story tower that she said to rebuild 16 times before she was happy with it.
Damn.
16 times she built this tower, tore it down, built it, tore it down.
Imagine being the construction workers. You're like, one hand, you're like, thank you for the business. The other hand, you're like, this bitch be crazy.
I mean, yeah,
like,
rumors
are you
had to
kidding
start
me? Oh,
flying, but they were getting paid, so what did they care?
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, if you're getting paid, it's like as long as she's not demanding they do it for free. Like, if they,
oh no, she paid him.
Yeah,
because she knew it was. Oh, I'm not happy with it. I'm going to pay to redo it.
Yeah, as long as she paid, then that's all that matters.
Less money.
Good for her.
Her home was one of the first in the area to have indoor, like modern plumbing and electrical. And she had an indoor garden with an irrigation system that watered the plants.
That's cool.
She made sure that the floors were sloped where the irrigation system was so that it would channel the water into a trap door and lead the water outside to flower boxes.
Smart.
Like, she was smart.
Oh,
she
obviously.
was very, like, architecturally smart.
Yeah.
She knew how to connect things to an extent. She even had an enunciator. What do you think an enunciator is?
I mean, someone who teaches you how to pronounce things.
It was like an intercom.
Ooh.
Yeah, which was not common.
Yeah.
At all at the time.
We had that, or have one, in my parents' house.
Do you?
Well, because they built a second story. It used to be a Rambler, and they built that and put one in our rooms. And so it would be like, they would just like press it and yell at all of us, like, dinner's ready, or do whatever. Or like, my mom would turn on Christmas music and like blast it to wake us up. And
now
like,
it's Alexa.
Yeah, now it's Alexa. It's true. Yeah. But yeah, we had back when it was a newer thing. Yeah. I mean, not that new, but also like, I don't know. Who knows?
So here's a letter from Sarah Winchester to one of her friends in 1898. I am constantly having to make upheaval for some reason. For instance, my upper hall, which leads to the sleeping apartment, was rendered so unexpectedly dark by a little addition that after a number of people had missed their footing on the stairs, I decided that safety demanded something be done. So over a year ago, I took out a wall and put in a skylight. Then I had to have plastering done, and as that could not well be done in the heat, I had to change it to be done during cooler weather. Then I became rather worn and tired out and dismissed all the workmen to take such a rest as I might through the winter, which caused it to take longer to build. So it's like if you give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yep.
So it seems like it's wearing on her as well, but for whatever reason, she had to keep going.
It was like, yeah, like manic.
Yeah.
It was her way of coping with life.
Over time, Sarah would purchase surrounding properties, and the 45 acres she initially owned turned into 160 acres.
Wow.
Huge. In 1893, Sarah's younger sister got sick, and so she moved into the home, hoping that the climate would be good for her, but her sister died of cirrhosis in 1894. So just more trauma.
Yeah.
In 1906, the San Francisco earthquake struck and caused a huge amount of damage to the property. The 7-story tower, the 3rd and 4th floors, and multiple chimneys all collapsed. She did clean up the mess, but she didn't continue building in those locations.
Mm-hmm.
So that meant that, you know, if doors leading out to balconies, if the balconies collapsed, now doors led to nowhere.
Nothing. Yeah.
Pipes that are still poking out of the building and staircases that led up to the floors that collapsed are still leading up to the floors and go absolutely nowhere.
Yep.
This time was around when the newspapers began to write that she was a mad woman owning this mysterious house out in the country at the time. And she made other investments on properties and area, but she always worked on this home.
Mm-hmm.
Arthritis had badly disfigured Sarah, and she was unable to walk or write. So this is when her niece began working for her and did come and stay at the house. She ended up dying. And that also could account for like little things. Like I was reading, some of the stairs were like the steps were really close together.
Right.
And if she had arthritis that bad that she had trouble walking, that could account for that.
1,000%. Make it easier for her.
Make it easier for her to walk around and go up and down the stairs. Sarah died in 1922, and her body was transported back to Connecticut to be buried next to her husband and daughter. The home now, what are we going to do with it? It was in such disrepair. She hadn't really, like I said, she cleaned up after the earthquake, but she hadn't done anything else to those areas. So you couldn't sell it as a home.
Yeah.
It really wasn't worth more than what the land was.
Right.
The only person who had interest in the house was a man named John Brown, and so he did end up buying it, and he opened it up to the public, basically. So it hasn't been lived in.
Yeah.
The mental health of Sarah came into the conversation during her life because of the way that she built the home, and that continued and really caused a bunch of lore and legend, which I'm sure we've all heard about.
Yep.
Articles were written about Sarah, and the San Francisco Examiner rumored that she had considered selling the house at one point because the spirits were so angry at her and caused her to go mad. However, like people that worked in the home with her said she was never planning on selling it.
But they're saying there were spirits in the home?
They were saying there were spirits in the home, and that's kind of what started this whole thing. Again, remember in childhood, Sarah wouldn't go out much. Mm-hmm. She didn't go out much here.
Yeah.
She had this abundance of money. So people thought she's just an insane person. She must be going mad by something. I bet it's spirits in the home.
Ooh.
So she didn't start any of these rumors. This was all started by the community.
I mean,
around
she
here.
couldn't have been going mad because she like lost her whole family and probably was just like, you know, had a lot going on in her brain hole. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So now people started saying that if she didn't stop building, something bad would happen to her, and that the reason she died was because she had stopped construction for a brief period of time, and that's why she died. An article came out titled "Strange Story, a woman who thinks she'll die when her house is built." 10 years ago, the handsome residence was apparently ready to occupy, but improvements and additions were constantly being made. For the reason it is said that the owner of the house believes that when it is entirely completed, she will die. This superstition has resulted in the construction of a maze of domes, turrets, cupolas, and towers covering territory enough for a castle. That's from the San Jose Daily News in 1895. The home. You've been to the home. Mm-hmm. It's a maze, staircases leading to nowhere, rooms within rooms, doors opening to drops, which we kind of discussed about why that would be. But this one, there are windows that open to walls.
Yeah.
That is not explained by...
Well, that's what I was going to say. There was some weird, like when you went through it, like, because you were saying earthquake, and I'm like, I remember seeing things that I don't know that an earthquake would explain, but also like... I was young. Like I'm saying, if like something collapsed, like how
I
it was
could see
built.
Like a door on like the second or third floor or whatever opening and having a drop. That could be from an earthquake,
right? But it was like stairs that went into a wall.
That's not.
That's just, and that's why I'm like, or like
a window that opens up to a wall.
Yeah, like
bizarre, things like that, or rooms within rooms.
Yeah.
So it is said that she created this to be a maze so that she can confuse the spirits in the house because they were after her. That's where this is all going. She was tormented so badly by spirits that she continued to try to confuse them so that they would just leave her alone. Bell Tower was said to be built so that Mrs. Winchester could go up there and summon spirits. She was said to have parties for the spirits in her home, and they would be so ornate. All the plates and cups and all of that would be pure gold. And she'd have these lavish dinner parties, and it would be just her. But she said it was for the spirits in the home.
But was it just her? There's could be a ghostie sitting there hanging out.
Or multiple.
A lot.
Big dinner parties.
I mean, she's summoned them.
They're
there.
There are some that who have gone into the house that say there are over 1,000 spirits that reside in this home.
I will say that going into that house, I think, was one of the first times as a younger, anytime when I walked in and I really felt that, I remember feeling the heavy energy and not understanding
what that
was. But I fully I remember it. I remember it associated with this. I remember it having this feeling of not good. Not good. Very heavy, very you.
I mean, if you have 1,000 spirits living in residing there, that's a lot.
And then that it's open now to the public and it's people go there for God, you're stacking them on.
So some people speculate that she was so guilty. This is where the Winchester rifle comes into it.
Oh.
She was so guilty by all the deaths caused by the rifle that her family created that she continued to build the house to appease these spirits, because the spirits that were tormenting her were the spirits of those that were killed by the Winchester rifle.
Whoa.
So it's almost like a curse.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like she just was a little bit poor thing. She was mentally not good.
Anybody would be going through what she went through.
Yeah, not
holy
good.
crap.
Yeah. Damn.
Just losing a child could do that.
1,000%.
According to the lore, the number 13 is featured throughout the home. And while nobody's sure the exact count of how many rooms and everything there is there, because there's things that they just found a few years ago, a whole new room.
Wow.
So they're still uncovering things.
You were asking me when you said we were covering it, could you go in every place? And I was like, no, they have some places that are roped off. And you're saying, because they didn't fix it from the earthquake, I'm sure that there's stuff that's not safe. So areas you can't go.
And if they haven't gone in there, they don't know what's in there.
Yeah. Wild.
But the number 13 was said to be her favorite. So
just like Taylor Swift.
There are 13 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, 13 windows in certain rooms of the house. 13 is very
prominent
within the home. Papers reported that she would have near nightly seances in what she called the blue room in the home. Every night between 12 and 2, she would sit there and hold seances, welcoming the spirits into her home. Did she feel guilty and had to welcome them? Is that what she was doing, do you think?
Could be. And then it could be she was so introverted they became her friends.
Oh, that could be.
I don't know. She was lonely.
It was also said that she would ask the spirits what they wanted to be built next. And she would go off of that. So during her nightly seances, what do you want me to do? And then she would go to the construction workers the next day and say, build this.
Damn.
This is what the spirits said to build. Today, the home is open for daily tours and has been named the Winchester Mystery House.
Winchester.
The Winchester brothers. Huh?
No, I don't get it.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Supernatural? Nope. Okay. Dean Winchester? No?
Mm-mm.
No?
What, is show?
Yes.
No.
Okay, I got to show you Dean Winchester real quick.
Am I going to think he's hot? I will say that I figured out we agreed on something, which I know we've discussed this before, but you did a really funny... we agree.
Okay.
We agree.
Okay.
But you did a funny thing where you played the it is time, from the Lion King, and you handed your daughter the Twilight book.
Yep, sure did.
And you wrote Team Edward, and I was like,
yeah. Uh-huh.
Even though I personally looking at the two, Edward or Jacob, actors wise, I find Jacob more attractive, but from the books, I am Team Edward.
Team Edward, 1,000%.
Team Edward, and that's all about that. I don't care what he looks like. I know him from the books. He's Team Edward.
My daughter's reporting chapter by chapter to me.
Oh, I love that. Well, it's my daughter started watching Grey's Anatomy, which you've already been through.
Yeah.
I made her watch the episode. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched Grey's Anatomy, don't listen. Plug your ears.
Skip
ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2. The one where George dies.
Oh my gosh.
And it was
trauma.
I made her watch it right before she left for a month of summer camp so that I I needed her to have seen it, but then I also needed like a day or two for her to like recover before she left because I was sobbing in bed next to her and she's like, wait, Mom, no. And I was like, she's like, it's a dream, right? Tell me it's not real.
That show is everybody dies.
Just wait until Lexi dies.
And, oh my gosh.
The plane crash one.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I was, and she's like asking me questions, and I'm like, let me just say that there's only like 3 characters still on the show, and it's on season 22. So
I don't think there's even that. Even Meredith is gone now.
Well, no, it's like Bailey, the chief, and I think there's one more person.
I don't think from the original show there is.
Oh, from the OG.
From the OG, because once Meredith left,
what about one of the scrub nurses?
Could be one of the the one scrub nurse.
I feel
the
like
one
could be
scrub nurse. I think is
who
still
doesn't
there.
really have lines.
But she doesn't have lines.
She's still OG.
She is.
Anyways,
but I'm not. I'm like the original, like Karev, Izzy, all of them. They're all gone.
Mm-hmm.
All gone.
Sad.
Which my daughter reminded me that Karev left Joe to go be with Izzy.
Yeah,
which I forgot about because
I stopped watching it, but I remember
had
that.
frozen embryos.
Oh yeah,
before cancer, so she had kids, and Karev found out. Yeah, like I mean, and this was years ago, so I'm not giving any spoilers. This was years ago.
We already gave a spoiler alert, so that's if you figured. I mean, I heard it. I stopped watching after Derek died because. Oh, you just unplugged me. Yep, good. Yeah, I stopped watching.
I think
after Derek died. It was too much. It was too much. I couldn't do it anymore. I was done.
So that's how Karev leaves the show.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
stupid.
They
should stop the show.
They really should. If Meredith's gone, it's Grey's Anatomy.
Right?
Goodbye.
So the home now is open for daily tours and it's said to be extremely haunted. Visitors and tour guides will tell you that this place is haunted, especially the staff at the house. The staff reports regular cold spots, which, okay, it's a very old house. Mm-hmm. It's a very old drafty house. So that one I'm not sold on. They hear footsteps everywhere. Old house can settle.
Yep. True.
It can settle, but footsteps I think are different from settling.
Yes, footsteps are very different from settling.
Like I read some reports like they'll be in one room and they'll hear somebody in the next room and they'll go in there and there's nobody there.
It's like when you hear someone run up and down your stairs.
Yeah,
that's not
different
settling.
from settling. You can clearly hear it. So they report smelling cooking, which there's no cooking going on. They'll hear odd sounds. They'll feel like they're being watched. They'll hear whispering. And the sound of doors and windows opening or slamming shut.
Wow.
This is where paranormal investigators have come into the home and reported that there are over 1,000 spirits residing in the home.
That is a party. It's a party. I'm so funny.
So there are some paranormal investigators that are kind of skeptic. They're very skeptical, and they wonder, do people have these experiences because they're told that this place is so haunted that they go in?
That could be a possibility.
That's valid. So staff and visitors have met a spirit named Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
He has a red mustache.
A mustache.
And he's known as the wheelbarrow ghost. He walks around the basement with a wheelbarrow because that's how they would like pour foundation back then, was with a wheelbarrow.
A worker die in that house too? Or is that a different one I'm thinking of?
Different. We went through a different one that had a wheelbarrow.
Where a guy died. Okay.
I can't think of what that is now.
What was it? Because we did. Because,
we did. I was writing this one and I'm like, we had another wheelbarrow ghost. Oh, it was your favorite. Bobby Mackey. I think it was Bobby Mackey.
An old house for some reason where they were building it and the person died while they were building it and the lady like felt horrible about it and then
maybe it wasn't Bobby Mackey.
I just can't remember. Like how many episodes have we done at this point? 75? Jesus Christ.
A lot. It all blends together at this point.
No idea. I'm looking at the pictures as you're doing it. It's like wild to see it. Look at how like this view right there. Like look at that.
Oh man, I want to go so bad.
It's so cool. I mean, like I said, I went when I was a kid, so like my memory of it is very like I have a few like core memories of it. Like I remember looking at one of the rooms that I saw in here, and I was like, okay, I remember that. But yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
They don't make houses like this anymore. Jesus, like all of the different like
well, no, like they don't make houses like that. Period.
Yeah, intricate. Wow. Like like it's very pretty. It's
So a couple times, actually, not just one time, a couple times visitors have come up to staff and said, hey, I really like how you had an actor like in overalls and a boating hat, like working on stuff throughout the house. They don't have that.
What?
That is a spirit. Some say that it's Clyde as well.
Okay. As long as he's nice.
Denny, who's a longtime maintenance worker, tell you he has experiences all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He will see things out of the corner of his eyes. As he's working, he'll have his shirt tugged on or his hair pulled. There was one specific time that he was in the tower area, like in the bottom, and he heard somebody upstairs. Like he was in the water tower. The other tower fell. He was in the water tower. And he heard somebody on the floor above him. And he thought, okay, somebody just kind of wandered off from tour. He wasn't mad about it, but he needed to go find them to tell them you can't be up here.
Right.
So he went up to the next level. There was nobody there, but he heard footsteps above him. So he went up to the next level. Nobody was there, and he heard steps above him. And every time he ascended into the next floor, he'd hear it above him until he got to the roof, and there was nobody there.
Tricksters.
Mediums have come to the house and channeled Sarah Winchester and say that she's actually very pleased with the outcome and loves to have a house full of people. She loves all the visitors that come and go through the home.
Did they say what the square footage is at the end of this? I mean, maybe I'm gonna look at it. You guys, this thing is huge, and I'll say I don't remember it being. I remember it being big, but like looking at it and this, holy shit!
Back when you did it, because it was so long ago, because you're so old, it probably wasn't all available to go through.
It's like the one good thing you have on me that I cannot.
You're old.
I can't rebuttal. I'm like, God damn it.
Nope.
But more just like visually is what I'm saying too. Like that photo that I just showed you.
Yeah.
Where, like how big it is wild. It's insane. Like no wonder she worked on it her whole fucking life. Like she would have just had to. I mean, she built and built and built. Are you looking at the square footage?
24,000 square feet.
Damn.
10,000 windows. But her home in Connecticut was 20,000 square feet.
So this was only 2,000 more.
4,000 more. 24,000.
Oh, sorry. This is the room I remember. Oh, it's her bedroom. Of course, that's one I remember.
Fabulous. I love it. So in April 2019, a house historian wanted to prove that the stained glass stained glass windows in the home were specific from the Pacific American Decorative Company, because that's like a really high-end window company. She came to the home. She's like, I swear they are, but she couldn't find anything stating that they are. The next day, someone in the home happened to stumble upon this hole in the wall, found an envelope that was from 125 years ago, and it was a handwritten note from Sarah Winchester saying that the windows were from the Pacific American Decorative Company and had receipts.
Dem ghosties brought them out.
She's like, no, these fucking were from that company.
Yeah, she's like,
here.
She's like, I spent that fucking money. You better acknowledge it.
Acknowledge that these are fancy windows.
You get it, Sarah.
Yeah.
Tell them all disbelievers.
The most common haunted encounters of the home are shadow people.
Yeah.
People see shadow people all the time. Now, I did come across a personal experience that I'm going to attempt to read because apparently my eyeballs aren't working today.
I mean, also we've learned when we read Reddit stories, you're reading other people's like
words,
writing, and it's not well written either. It's not like you're reading a good newspaper
Sometimes
article.
your brain has to rephrase things before you say it.
Yeah, because they write it how they would say it, not how anyways.
So he has a picture, and in the picture, it looks like it's a picture of a door. And in the picture, you see the person taking it, and then you see like a figure next to him. So he said, this was taken about 5 minutes after we toured the Witch's Cap. They said that the Witch's Cap is better at contacting, which is the place in one of the tire areas of the room.
Right.
They say it's better for contacting spirits there, blah, blah, blah. After we went into the next room down the small hallway, I heard footsteps creeping behind our group. I was in the back of the room, so nobody in the tour was behind me. I looked to my right because I heard footsteps down the hall and saw a woman in a black dress with long black hair walking down the hallway towards the Witch's Cap. The footsteps stopped as she passed the hallway, and I was frantically looking over to see if she'd pass by again. The tour guide noticed and asked me if I saw something. I immediately just asked if there was another tour behind us, and she said she didn't know, but she thought we were the only ones here. Not one other person walked by the hallway after her, and the woman in black didn't go back down the hallway. I'm paraphrasing here, which is the only way to get out of the area that we were in. In this picture, I took on the tour of the house. It's not edited, taking the beginning of June. It's the tour that takes you through the attic and basement, not the proper house itself. I was taking random pictures to try and, quote, get the ghost, not believing I'd capture anything. I'm just obnoxious. The ceilings were very low in the attic, and we had to wear helmets. I'm in the yellow shirt with the helmet. Everyone was wearing a helmet, and there were only about 10 people on the tour, and they were all ahead of me in the next room. I am not a believer, but this is very disturbing. The Winchester Mystery House is 100% haunted.
Oh.
So he is saying that this is the figure next to him. Right. There's definitely something there. Mm-hmm. I would imagine it could be like a mannequin or something, but I would think that he would say there was a mannequin. I would think that he would see something in the room next to him that would, reflect that.
Yeah.
This is the time in the episode where we just stare at each other because of the garage door.
There it is.
So there are whole Reddit threads regarding paranormal experiences.
50-50 on that.
But he did say he saw a woman in a black dress walking down the hall next to him. I feel like that story has more than this because that could really be anything.
I think that's what, like, looking at it, I can see where he can see a woman, but it also looks like a very shadowed area.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And we know I'm the gulliblest, the most gullible. She's a gullible bitch. So yeah, I want to believe.
I want to believe too.
Always. Mm-hmm. So, but looking at that to me doesn't there are times when I'm like, that looks like something. That just doesn't.
His story, though, of a woman passing by him.
I believe that story. I believe that possibly is something. I just don't personally see it.
I don't see it very much
but
either.
I fully believe that he saw something. I fully believe that place is haunted as fuck, too. I'm not discrediting that by any means.
Could it be that, or could it be the energy of a person who had so much trauma in their life and they did go mad and they did continue building because they had superstitions?
Maybe, but I also think it's haunted as fuck.
There's only one way to find out.
Let's go. I mean, I've been there. I'm telling you, at the young age I was when I walked in there, it was like the first time I ever experienced that real feeling where something is there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I remember the first couple times that happened to me in a public place, and it's something that doesn't leave you.
That's like between that and a place in fucking Washington, D.C. or something. And I just remember being like, both of those times I was like, okay. That's what that feels like.
So for me, like I had experiences, but I was really young, like 7 or 8. And there was a craft fair at this church on the way back to my house. And it's a round church.
Churches always do it to me.
Yeah, but it's completely round with big rafters up top. Mm-hmm. We walked in. I was so anxious and I looked up into the rafters and I could see something looking back down.
No, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And I remember telling because I couldn't tell her I saw something up there.
No.
But I remember saying, I need to get out. I want to get out of here. I don't like the feeling of it in here.
It's like my little sister, she, during the haunted markets, like her saying, like, which I forgot about this, she like literally would have a physical like reaction going into churches, like it'd make her sick. Like wild.
That's a wild. That is a wild
and
story.
And we grew up going to church with my grandma. Like she had to go. I guess she wouldn't have gone for that long. No, she did. Because I went until I was like 13. She's 6 years younger than me. So she would have gone until she was like Leia's age or so.
Possessed by a demon.
Sounds about right. Everyone is in my family. So
we all are at some point in life.
It's because we're a bunch of witches.
Well, so I like it. Winchester Mystery House. I am sure there are so many personal stories on it.
God, I'm sure like Reddit is like full of people experiencing stuff.
You can see why that location would be haunted.
Yeah, we will post that picture as well. You need to text it to me, as well as like just pictures of the house in general, or just give it a goog, you guys. It is a very interesting thing just to look at. Like the amount of the vastness of it is just like it's
vast. If there's a house that haunted, it would be the Winchester house.
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, there's room for 1,000 spirits.
It was built would give that energy to make it haunted.
Oh, 1,000%. And then like the fact that, I don't know, she seemed like a little off her rocker. There's a question. Did we Google? Was there a well?
Oh, I'm going to look right now.
Because we now have a theory that if there's a well,
it's not good.
This is for our listeners. If you have a well in your house, is your house haunted? If you lived in a haunted house, did it have a well? This is something I want to do a fucking like research project on, because I feel like we have so many stories where there are wells in houses and then they have these insane hauntings.
I don't see anything on a well, but I'm sure there has to be a well somewhere on the property.
Well, that I feel like for what that is. I just find like, I don't know if it has something to do with like how deep it would go down, or people just throwing shit down a well, or what.
It has 2 basements.
Well,
but there's only one shower.
1 shower and 13 bathrooms?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's bathtubs.
Oh, probably clawfoots.
Yeah.
Make it fancy.
Not like how it is nowadays.
But yeah, if you have a well in your house, we're working on a theory here. Want to know
We
it?
are.
And there's a lot of people in New England that do have wells in their homes.
So if you New Englanders, let us know.
Mm-hmm. Please do.
Because I feel like we got something.
I feel like we're onto something.
We
there.
really are. We just got to go find a house with a well and go see if it's haunted.
It's not going to be around here. We don't even have basements here.
Yeah, that's true. There are basements here.
Not a lot.
I mean, yeah, it depends. In my neighborhood that I grew up in, like I knew a lot of people with like basements.
Basements.
It's like a 2-story house where you walk in like on a landing and then it goes upstairs to the upper half and then down, and that's like the basement.
That's a raised ranch. That's a raised ranch. That's not a basement.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Or a split level, as you say out here.
I don't know. Apparently, we don't got basements. I don't know, but I don't think we really do.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Well, if you have anything to tell us about, any spooky encounters, wells in the basements.
If you've been there and have a story.
Yeah, let us know. lunaticsoupodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can find us on the social medias at Lunatic Soup Podcast.
On all the things.
The YouTubes, if you want to watch us like we're on the television. We make some very entertaining faces.
Especially when the garage door goes up and down.
Yeah, I cut that.
I
That's
know.
never in it.
Oh.
It's always a good time.
We still make a face, though.
We do. We stop and we stare at each other as Mr. Boo Boo goes in and out of the garage.
Which he has every right to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But we just stop.
Yeah.
Because it will record. Anyways. All right. Well, make sure you get yourself a lunatic soup.
And remember, in this crazy world,
It's good to be a lunatic.
bye.
Bye.